Welcome on down to a tutorial video, fellow Dazzlers and new players alike. Jotaro here, bringing you a move list for Jotaro Kujo for Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Heritage of the Future. Some people have been asking how to do different moves in the comments section of the video where I show off Jotaro Star Platinum the World, which I literally did just to get the audio for my Major Minor Let's Play. There's a Star Platinum the World joke in there, and nobody had it on YouTube, so that's why I recorded that, and I had it, and I'm like, why not throw it up online? But, so what I'm going to do is go over the move list for Jotaro. This is going to be just basics. I'm not going to go into any complex, here's how you set up this infinite string combo, because there's people who are way more qualified to do that stuff than I am. This is just going to give you a visual representation of of his moves, how to pull them off. A couple of notes is, one, I'll show you how to set up the training mode that I used to do the Star Platinum the World video. You're going to need MAME cheats to do that. I'll link the MAME, where they get the MAME cheats, in the description below, with a short description on how to install it. It's not really that hard, but I should do a video on that. Anyways, the other thing too is my joystick will be hopefully audible. You can hear it, so that'll help you hopefully with how to time button presses for things. And I think that, we're also going to be doing Numpad notation, and I'll go over how to do that as well, how to read that. It's not too complicated. Once you kind of take a look at it, it'll be like reading a second language. So here's what we're going to do. First, you want to activate the cheats that we'll be using. So I'm reading the cheat menu there. So default tab, the default control for that is going to be tab. Then you're going to go to cheats, and you want to turn on infinite time, so the round timer never turns off. Infinite power, so player 1 has infinite special gauges, although for the world you want to turn that off, and I'll show you what I mean when we get to that part. You want to also have infinite energy on for player 2, so you can't actually knock them out. And if you really want to turn off the background music, you can do that. It will stay off until the background music actually changes. So let's go ahead and get a 2-player game going like normal. Oh, I left that on. I was like, wait. Okay, so we're gonna have Jotaro here, and let's go with the old man. Yeah, there you go. Music is back. Okay, so first let's go over Numpad notation. Do you have a Numpad available in front of you on your computer or laptop? If not, I'll have a little reference Numpad on the left-hand panel there. Okay, so Numpad notation is really simple. All you're doing for this is taking the direction buttons and you're mapping them to the buttons on your Numpad, in a sense. So, for example, standing still is referred to as 5 or neutral. Holding down is 2. Pushing up is 8. Back is 4. Forward is 6. Up back is 7. Up forward is 9, down back is 1, and down forward is 3. Alright, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and hopefully as the video goes on you'll kind of catch on to things as well. So let's go over Jotaro's standoff neutral moves first. So we have his neutral A, neutral B, neutral C. A, B, C is his light, medium, heavy. So neutral A, neutral B, neutral C. Then we have his 2 moves, so his crouching moves. So we have 2A, 2B, 2C. So 2A, 2B, and that 2C does a nice knockdown as well. Then we have his jumping moves, or his in mid-air moves. So we have 8A, 8B, 8C. So 8A, 8B, 8C. I mean, that in that case would be 9. It'd be 9A, but you know, because again, that's up forward. Alright, simple, right? Now let's get into some of his special moves. Now let's get into those special moves. We're going to keep it on stand-off mode for right now, because when you put him in stand-on mode, his neutral moves and crouching moves and air moves also will change. Which is kind of cool, because you basically have 2 sets of moves for each character in this game almost. With the exception of a few. But anyways, so you have his Blazing Fist, his signature Aura. That's done simply by pushing, by doing 2, 3, 6, quarter circle forward as it's also known. So 2, 3, 6 A, 2, 3, 6 B, 2, 3, 6 C. Also note that the strength that you use controls how far he goes out as well. Watch out though, because as he's coming out, you can actually punish him. So let's say, old man here, you know, you send out your Star Platinum close range, but Joseph reacts quickly and hits him before he starts punching. You can also get hit. He can also get hit when he kind of stops as well, so watch out for that. You can get punished on that. Jotaro can also move around while that's going on. Now we have his, now we've got that's the Starbreaker move, where he does that nice heavy hit. And that's going to be 2, 1, 4. And as you noticed, depending on how strong of a button you push, also controls how far he goes. An important side note about this move is as Star Platinum is going forward, he can get hit. So if you're all the way back here and you do that again, if Old Man Joseph reacts fast enough and hits him with something a little bit long range, like maybe an overdrive, it'll knock Jotaro out of it and punish him. Then we have Star Finger, which is 6, 2, 3, and A, B, or C. So 6, 2, 3 A, 6, 2, 3 B, and 6, 2, 3 C. Starfinger actually will pull the opponent in. So that also lets you... I always kind of struggle with those, but kind of pulls them in so you can do some stuff. The other important thing too to note is in standoff mode, Jotaro can charge up Starfinger and move around. It eventually does, I believe, go off on its... I thought it would go off on its own. Oh no, yeah, there it goes. It goes off on its own, and I think once it starts blinking, it's unblockable, but in an actual fight, that's completely unrealistic. And I believe that covers... Yeah, that covers the majority of, or not the majority, but all of his standoff moves. Well, you also have a couple other things worth pointing out too, such as his tandem attack. That's not a tandem attack. There we go. So that is what's known as a tandem attack. Basically what you do is you do 1, 2, 4, and then you just put in a bunch of commands while he's charging up. So we go 2, 1, 4, stand button. You can also throw in super moves as well. Oh my goodness, I forgot to go over the super moves. It's my first time doing this. So, and a thing to note too about the tandem attacks is Jotaro can move while that's going on, so you can just gang up on someone and just pummel the heck out of them. But yeah, let's go over his standoff super moves. So he's got 3 actually standoff super moves. So we have the super version of his Blazing Fists, which is 2, 3, 6, and then 2 attack buttons. So 2, 3, 6 AB, 2, 3, 6 C, 2, 3, 6 BC. And you can also gang up with Star Platinum and beat the ever-living snot out of your opponent as you do this. Then you have a super-powered version of the Starbreaker, which is 2, 1, 4, and then 2 attack buttons. Jotaro can move around, and you can leave that charged up, but keep in mind, you can get punished while you're charging up, which will knock you out of your super. But it's nice, because you can just give him a nice knockback if you need to, if you get it off quick enough. Kaboom. Okay, so then we have the big one, which is... Yeah, now we got the big one, which is the world. That's going to be 6BA6S, or forward BA forward, the sand button. So it is a little bit tricky to pull off because you have to be pretty exact with this, and you have to do it quickly. And the timing has to be, like, pretty spot on. So you need to be at level 3 or higher in order to use this move too. So let's try that out here. 6BA6S. So Nope, let's try it again. Now, as a note, he has to finish going the world and the screen has to invert, or else you'll be knocked out of it and you would have just pretty much wasted super bars doing it. Now, do you notice something? Normally, your super bars would be draining, like, really quickly, but with infinite meter on, you're permanently stuck in time freeze. You're just trapped. You're trapped in the Twilight Zone. So, if you are training and you do this using MAME, you are going to have to go back into your cheat menu, turn infinite power off, and then wait for all 10 of your super bars to drain. Now, normally, whatever damage you do to him will be inflicted as soon as it ends. And a note to something I want to mention. Remember, combos in Jojo's Bizarre Adventure use damage scaling. So the higher your combo goes, the less damage it will do. So even if you stack a full 9-10 bars and you just beat the ever-loving crap out of somebody, you're not going to be able to one-hit. I don't believe you can combo them to death, basically. The damage scaling will kick in so much that you will deal a fair amount of damage. In fact, you may even want to go back and like slow down. You'll notice the game tried to take damage away from Joseph equal to what I would have dealt to him. But that is pretty much it for his standoff attacks. So let's go ahead and put him in stand-on mode. Speaking of which, let's say Old Man Joseph, he's heckling you and he's being an annoying old man, and you want him to get out of your face and pull out Star Platinum real quickly at the same time. So there's a handy dandy move you can do, 2, 3, 6 stand. Star Platinum comes out and just knocks the person on the head. So now we have stand mode on. Now if you're reading a move list for Heritage for the Future and a character has a stand on mode, you're going to see S next to your direction. So, for example, neutral in stand-on mode would be S5, usually indicated by a small s, so it's not confused with the stand-on button, or with the stand button. So let's go over his S5 moves now. So we have S5A, S5B, S5C. Now, I do believe some of these change if you're ultra close range. S5A, S5B, S5C. And S5C. No, that's a grab move. I don't want to do a grab move. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, note that right there. You got his straight punch. S5A will change into a gut punch when he's close up. You can also hold S6B, and you get that nice little forward attack there. When you're close up too, you can push S5A and do a nice little 3-hit combo there. For a lot of characters, being in stand-on mode opens up more of their combos, which is really, really, really cool. But we're not getting into combos in this video, we're just doing basics. So let's go over the crouching moves. So that's going to be S2. So S2A, S2B, S2C. Now, Star Platinum actually doesn't like crouch, he kind of just hunches over. So we got S2A, S2B, S2C. And note that S2C there does a nice little launch for you. That can get you some combos going there. And then we have his jumping moves. So we've got, so this would be S8. So S8A, S8B, S8C. So S8A, S8B, S8C. Alrighty. Pretty simple, right? I think you guys may be getting the hang of this. Okay, so let's go over the super moves. So his special moves are pretty much all the same inputs. So Blazing Fists, for example, is going to be 2, 3, 6, 8. But note that something has changed. Star Platinum no longer goes forward and attacks. He stays still for the 236A version. For the 236B version, there is a little bit of forward motion. And 236C, make it a little bit more motion too. So you lose the ability to actually, for Jotaro to actually act independently of Star Platinum for the special moves when Star Platinum is on. But again, you get those combos, so you can do something like pow, 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 and then... Look at that, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so let's go over the Star Breaker move. So you have 214A, 214B, and 214C. Now, with Stand On mode, Star Breaker actually takes on some new characteristics. So, for example, after you do your first hit, you can do 214 and then 214 again, and do a follow-up attack. So, for example, 214 with a follow-up 214A is a knockdown. 214 with a follow-up B is a launch into the air. 214 with a follow-up C knocks him to the other side of the screen. Let me go ahead and pull all the way back here so I can show you like just exactly how that would work. So that will be 214 with a follow-up 214C. Alright, and then Star Finger. Note that he's kind of just stuck in place. You still have the ability to pull the opponent in, but you're gonna be pretty much just stuck. If like the computer will do this to you all the time. If you go out of range and it's like a close range person, it'll just kind of like sit there and wait for you to like fire it off before it advances. Okay, all right, easy peasy, right? So another thing too is with Stand On mode, Blazing Fist takes on a aerial property, so you can actually use it in the air as well. I normally really never use it myself, but again, keep in mind I play against the computer, so what I do is going to vary differently from what somebody playing an actual person is going to do. Okay, now we have his special moves. So we have the super version of the Blazing Fist, which you may have seen me use already. And note that Jotaro moves forward with Star Platinum, so you cannot move independently. And then you have Star Breaker, same idea. Moves independently. It also creates a nice little knockback effect there, if you notice. If I can. And yeah, you can charge it up until it's unblockable, but like, just once again, let's see how long that actually would take. In an actual fight, you're probably going to get dunked on way before you can actually get to that point. So, I believe you can use the world, you can activate the world 2 while you have your stand out. I know some people say you can only do it when you are in stand off mode, but let's go ahead and give that a try too. So that's going to be 6BA, 6S. Oh, yeah, you can do it in stand on mode. In this video, Razzle learns things that he didn't know. But there you go. Well, actually, no, I forgot to go over one more very important thing. And that is, of course, how to taunt, which is just pushing the start button. Oh, there you go. Yeah, his taunts vary, so sometimes he'll go Yaro, which I think used in that context is very similar to like you, like in an insulting way, or like you bastard. I don't know. Translations have kind of done it a little bit differently. And then, of course, you got his signature Yari Yari does it, which has been translated in different ways, like good grief and give me a break. And that's pretty much it. There you go. You now have seen Jotaro's move list in action. And, oh yeah, that's neutral 5B. I kind of forgot about that. My first time doing this. Give me a break. But yeah, that's pretty much all of Jotaro's move list. And you feel free to use this as a reference if you want to see these in action, step by step, and not done like in like lightningly fast combos and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. I may do videos for other characters, but I figured I should at least do it for Jotaro, since that Star Platinum World video seems to be getting a lot of views, and I feel like a follow-up video that kind of explains how to do all that stuff would really help out with things. So, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to, like, for example, I just forgot you can double jump when you're in stand-on mode. That's how much I know about what I'm doing. Also keep in mind too, well, that's actually just, I think, a normal gameplay thing. Yeah, so normal gameplay things like double jumps, guard cancels, other things like that, I didn't go over because that's part of the basic, like, how to play stuff. And again, their videos are far better explaining just even a move list like this than I am. This is going on for 22 minutes or so. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave them in the description below. And yeah, I'll take a look at those. I'll see what I can do. And if there's anything I can do for you guys to help kind of streamline this a little bit better, make it a little bit more easier if I do any other characters, feel free to sound off as well. I'm always willing to listen to you guys. So my name is Russell Joestar. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. We also have Ko-fi in the description if you want to give a one-time donation to us, and Patreon as well if you want to do a monthly subscription, monthly donation. We're thinking of ways we can also reward you guys better outside of just thanks for donating, guys. And then we also have TubeBuddy if you are looking to help your YouTube channel and you're a creator. TubeBuddy is a great, useful tool. It is an affiliate commission, so anything you buy will give us a commission at no additional cost to you. So that being said, my name is Russell Joestar, and thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.